Who got it better? Nobody. To the field from the tailgate finals. Let's go blue, give it a whole team. It's the big house, Michigan Wolverine. If it ain't real, it ain't right. Can't take a hit, take a hike. The legendary Big Ten champ say it right. Ocean Beckler, motivated the might. Force so strong, it's on Saturday nights. Howard, Woodson, Ray took it to heights. It's ball, hell to the victors, that's above all. I got one question, tell them ball. That's right, amazing blue, that's all I say. From the street to the B.I.J. Block him on the beanie, I'm Bailey. No for kicking it off like G. Follow while I ball like trouble. Rose your wife, get the bad vibes together. Go hard, or go home. Trying to get to the national ship in the Rose Bowl. They gon' hit from start to finish. The M Club is fitted and jump man the image. We ready right now, you want it, then come and get it. Wing helmet, everybody is hitting. Go blue, go blue. Turn it up a notch, we supposed to. Any haters in the way we gotta go through. I ain't got a question, but the coach do.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 235-member Michigan Marching Band. Under the direction of Professor Jamie Elnitz, the M Fanfare.
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference game where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the #1 team in the land, get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Indiana's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Price. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Rook. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up. Take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find burned his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do it.
There's a live football. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that back.
First down for this offense.
3:25.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Trying to run, it's Edwards. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box. So
just destroying his way through the field. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
this offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball scores, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, and he hit the upright. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Back to pass, it's Rourke. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set on the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they get the sack right out of the gate. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Solid punt headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Right through his hand. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not filled on that. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. You could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Warren. They're trying to get to it. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up for him.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. That's a misfiring. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort. Getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following a massive fumble recovery.
First down here for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wolverine!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and puts one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Penn State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. And it's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. The offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for his second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to throw. It's Rourke. He finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Direct snap. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the first down. In the gun end, looking to throw on third down. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble. The offense jumped up.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
That makes the score Michigan 27, Indiana 6.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got time. They've got the lead. And David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. Suggest don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
It's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. That time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Warren. Wide open downfield. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll try the run. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Edwards.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morgan. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking downfield, it's Warren. He's got the the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Sticks it in his belt. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Open space at the 25. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the route is on. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what that defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down coming up. Jackson gonna throw it. Gets it out quickly. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
And just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down.
Nothing but green ahead. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And in this football game, Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No score.
Just plowing down the field. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the... Now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Keeps the legs moving. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Going to the running game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive player. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
DJ Ray, you ready? Just get into that. You can ask me posted. It was getting rich that Sean King so give it to us. We give it back. I see what that block him showing out as we tip the gas. As soon as we show up, he's screaming hell. Michigan totally tight, but now what I mean by hell. You know the meaning of fight, but not the meaning of fail. Too heavy, we holding weight if we got to be on the scale. I scream Wolverines with the mix and the blue on. Get your team, put your shoe on. Michigan money, boy, you know I put the glue on. So when they asking me what a shoe on, it's like, look. For the number one spot, no two. No. When it's all said and done, they know who. They know. Every now and then I gotta remind them that it's blue. Make some blue. Blue. For the glory, we gon' beat that fight. Whether it's first thing in the morning, we two at night. You know Christ lives in crib, that's right. But it's not a thing to jump on the wing, we could get that flight. We was double daring competition, never have we got permission. Not to mention they could be what we and other squads wishing. The thing they drive the team is not a mission. It's anybody that think they can stop the mission. So winners and males have to winners and blue. DJ Ray got it on 10 times too. Say you want to ball, luckily it's what we do. And you already know. Let's go blue. For the number one spot, no two. No. It's all said and done, they know who. They know. Every now and then I gotta remind them that it's blue. Make some blue. Blue. I feel stuff. I feel it. But I know that's a good. I'm just not good enough. As they told me, the D picked the ball up nice, sick like he got corona. That one play ain't work, you need a new persona. You can't run up that middle, we threw the cuffs on them. Defense got a turnover, we threw the buffs on. Michigan got the D on lock. I mean, I'm about to put this C on lock like I'm DJ Turner. You can't throw it in that flat, Mike got the burner. Michigan be all mazed out, look like a transform. 5 in that ranking, yeah, I saw it in the flinch. Trumbo got the boys fired up in a long run on the sideline, watching the game. You are not worthy. This buffs like it's standing ready, Lord have mercy. Clear put his helmet on your chest, vision all blurry. Gun sacking the quarterback, tell me what's the hurry. Put a move on you so slick like a can of murder. You see, he got a quick 3 and out like they Steph Curry. Yeah. Defense just got a turnover, we threw the buffs on him. Yeah. The Wolverines just caught a pick 6, we threw the buffs on him. Yeah. Hey, Mike Morris just caused me fumble, we threw the buffs on him. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll make something out of them anyway. The fuck? That's not what I told you to play next. We'll get to that.
11-0 against 11-0. 2 versus 3. It's yeah. Okay, it's who cross out the first letter. We don't call it a mistake. The whole world tuned in. I hope the blueprint of AU defense going in. I want y'all to give me a safe. The winner going to the title game. The West is great. Michigan on the way to Columbus to go crazy. The Wolverines can't sleep. They better not wake up late. See, I don't care about them damn bucks. They already hate. Don't try to beat me. Pull the helmets off like Royce Jean. I don't care. We ain't backing down like we normally do. So the Bucks took the ball. What y'all think? Make some blue through these cold veins like an ice rink. Mike Bear ran through his chin. He said, me? Defense all over the field. They out of state. I am the biggest brand in the world. I got it in. Michigan versus Ohio. I've been waiting all week. Getting that horseshoe. All you hear is talk trash. Michigan don't say too much. We are not flashy. Air play. All you hear is grunts and helmets clash. I want to see like 5-6 times like a Son Haskins. Trying to split the ball off in junior sector. Chris Jenkins came up the middle. He had the blast. The O-line moving that right. Let's play action. Moody automatic JJ put it in the bread basket. We ain't going down there for that. Let's make plays. Silver Bucks turnovers gonna make the game. If you ain't know by now, it's just his age. Coming to the shoe, throwing bows like Ryan Hayes. Center coming down the line, get out the way. That's my order, let's rip the blue on game. Hands on the D, looking at our nameplate. Number 26, 22, I can't wait. See games. Hands on the D, looking at names.
Today is the final home game of the season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Bruce Davis, David Pollock and Justin Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Rutgers' offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
Yeah, they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, and make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Right on target this time. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they can't make the play on third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Offense getting set for first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A first down for the offense. Let's go! Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. The play action fake. Gonna take a shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There's just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Caught behind the line. It's strong.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. Wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job on the defense securing the INT.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Edwards. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Off play action. Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They're bringing heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Hauls it in, looking for space. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last one. Just steamrolling the defense. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down next time we run.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. He's now up to 66 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd. On 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback. He does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They are up by 7 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wolverines!
making big plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it down the field. They've got to score points.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's long. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such good playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing them down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. To the air, it's Warren. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defense just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point in the offense they can do. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the big house when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Bufflin. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. They'll run the counter. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs.
He'll take the deep shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the punishment has been extended. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nevada is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 18 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground with the back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that is why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in on the right. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Sets a kickoff.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. Getting some heat. Dances away to buy time. Runs through a tackle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Bulls his way forward. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened. Your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Monaga. Stopped after making the catch.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. To the air. It's Orji. Puck, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to force the channel.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. Fights off a defender. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
The inside handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves.
By the running back.
There's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out, practice this. Will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Relentless puck running gets it down to the 4. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.